let's start into what is the hard market. So what we're seeing and what we're characterizing things as a hard market or very challenging insurance market. It does start with rising costs. So if you haven't been under a rock, you are seeing these personal insurance policies renew at a staggering rate. Many companies, and everyone's a little different, with claims experience, driving activity, credit also. But on average, right now, we're seeing 20 to 60% increases in the industry. And that's not even having claims. That is just a straight renewal from these insurance companies. Certainly, it's geographic too. Different areas are being exposed to higher increases than others. But overall, we're seeing double-digit increases for sure. To provide some perspective on a normal year, non-hard market related, anywhere from 4 to 8% is usually a pretty good renewal. So these numbers that we're seeing now are certainly in an area that we have not seen for as long as I've been in the industry. What we're also seeing in the trends are elevated claims frequency and severity. We'll talk a little bit more about that in detail. You couple that with inflation, building materials, labor costs. It's a lot of pressures that are impacting the industry currently, and companies are responding in certain areas. So weather is a big factor here. So we're going to talk about what companies are doing deductible wise to try to insulate themselves from those risks or common exposures. And then we're also seeing a lot of underwriting restrictions. Companies are not writing what they wrote a year ago or 3 years ago. So the underwriting restrictions, if people have activity or if you're in a certain geographic location, a lot of insurance companies are pulling out of markets. They're really tightening their acceptability and guidelines. So, that is also a very, very large piece of this as well, where the insurance companies are trying to limit their exposures. And so, allowing certain areas to write new business, or, there's been a lot of headline grabbing information from California where, these big insurance companies are leaving the state. And so all of these things are happening across the country that are certainly changing the landscape with the industry.